Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne, and today we are going to be creating a crystal grid for love, but we're only going to be using pink stones. I'm going to have another video where we're creating a crystal grid using only green stones, so check that one out too. But right now, this one is a crystal grid for love using only pink stones. Now, many think that of the 7 primary chakras within the physical body, that the heart chakra is pink, but it's not. It's green. It's green with flecks of pink in it. If you are a healer doing Reiki or whatever other energetic healing modalities, or a doctor of any sort, you have activated what's called the healer's heart. The healer's heart chakra is not amongst the 7 primary 7, but it is pink. So I digress. Let's get started. So I have actually 2 crystal grids here. I have my cloth crystal grid, which you may have seen many times. This is an altar cloth or a gridding cloth. I like to grid right in here. I think it's kind of fun to use these shapes to grid in. If you have a scarf, you can use that. You have a piece of fabric, you can use that. You have a board, you can use that. I have a myriad of boards. This one I painted. So there's all different types of things. There is no right, there is no wrong. You do what feels best for you. This is what I'm using today. So today, because we are going to be things all over me. I'm an artist. It happens. Today we are going to be using only pink stones to create this grid. Now, if you don't have all of these stones, that is okay. I'm doing a bunch of pink stones. You can use 1 or 2 of the pink stones. You can use all of these pink stones. But let's get started. The first one that we're going to use, and I want this as my centerpiece right here, is the stone of Danburite. Danburite is a little bit more of an expensive stone. I will be telling you price points of these stones as we go on for this crystal grid, so you'll have an idea. Danburite is an investment piece. When I bought this stone, I don't know, 15 years ago, it was $75. It has grown in value exponentially. Danburite is a wonderful stone. You can get smaller pieces. It's a little more difficult to get it in tumbled because it is expensive, but is it possible? Yes, it is. Danburite carries a very high but really nice vibration. It's a great stone if you're starting on all of your different psychic endeavors. It helps with communication with your angels, with your guides, with your loved ones on the other side, with your higher beings that are here to help you. Danburite is a great one because you are learning to speak and communicate from the heart. It's also one that helps you to soothe your emotional body, giving you comfort and easing some of that stress and worry. It also helps to expand your consciousness, but is a great stone for those who are sensitive or are empaths. It is a heart and crown chakra stone. It also carries the energy of helping you to love yourself in order to do the work that you need to be doing, whether it be on a psychic level, communicating with your guides, your angels, or just being a little bit more easy on yourself. That's what Danburite is. A really, really powerful stone, but a sweet and gentle stone. I am going in no particular order. I have a whole box of crystals. I have tons of boxes of crystals here, but I have a whole box of crystals, so I'm going in no particular order. So don't think it has to be this order. It doesn't. The next one we are going to use is a stone called pink opal. Pink opal is another really sweet, kind, gentle, energetic stone. As I reach in here and grab a bunch of these. Easier said than done some days. Pink opal is derived from the Sanskrit word meaning opala, which translates into precious stone. That's what opal is. The Romans considered pink opal to be the stone of love and compassion and hope. It is very calming. It is very soothing on the mental and on the emotional aspects of the body. It's great for those that are working on healing your heart. And it can also be great for those that are doing energetic work to help them not take everything to heart. Meaning, if you're doing Reiki or massage or energy work on somebody, carry this or wear it in your pocket. So let's just start. I have this grid here that has some designs, some sacred geometry already on it. So I am going to be using these lines of sacred geometry to place there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pink opals. The next stone that we are going to is rhodochrosite. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you see I wear rhodochrosite. Today I'm wearing 2. My son bought me this ring, so I wear rhodochrosite. And you can see, because of the shape of the ring, it is teardrop shape. I have it aiming towards my heart to bring love in, because it is the stone, rhodochrosite is the stone of love and balance. It creates new worlds that are filled with love. Keep in mind, my teenager gave it to me. It helps to reprogram your emotional body to receive joy. It heals those blocks from those energetic blocks that we might have. This can heal some of that. It can help you to receive the joy that you deserve. It also is cleansing of the heart and stops you from that self-blame that doesn't serve anybody. It's great for opening up those blocks to be able to manifest what it is that you want. Rhodochrosite is also really good for connecting with the goddess energy. It also is helpful to call in your soulmate. We're adding this to the love grid. So we are going to place these on this line right here. Once again, there is no right or wrong. I just kind of like playing around with designs. It's kind of fun. This is my level of fun. I know. It's sad, I know. So there's our rhodochrosite. The next stone that we are going to is one that I am sure you expected me to use first. Aha! That I purposely didn't. Is rose quartz. Rose quartz is one of the most commonly known stones of love. It is sort of your absolute most basic, easily recognized stone of love. Rose quartz encourages self-love, self-acceptance, love of others. It brings in peace. It brings in calm to relationships. It helps you attract love. It helps you to have that soul connection to somebody. It aligns your energy with love. It balances that yin-yang energy. And it also helps to heal things that may have happened, negativity that may have happened in childhood. It also is a great stone for fertility, and it is that true life force of love. That's the stone. It's just, you think love, you think rose quartz. Now, we're talking about creating grids with all of these stones. What if I only had one of each of these stones, or just one or two of these stones? You can carry these in your pocket as well. If you don't have as many as I have, you can carry these stones. These are all going to be carried on the left-hand side if you are using them to bring love in. Remember, the left-hand side brings the energy in, the right-hand side lets the energy out. So if we're talking about bringing love in, that's why I have this ring pointed in to me. If we're talking about bringing love in, we want to carry these on our left-hand side, or maybe we want to set up a grid on the left-hand side of our bed or the left-hand side of the desk. When you're laying in your bed on your back and you stick out your left arm, that is the left side of your bed. Doesn't matter if you share the bed with somebody else, you sleep on the right, you sleep on the left, it doesn't matter. It is still the left-hand side of the bed. If your partner sleeps on the left-hand side of the bed and doesn't want this, put it under the bed on the left-hand side. You can put it on the foot. I have a bench at the foot of my bed. So you can put things like under the bench on the left-hand side. You sit at your desk. When you have your left arm pointing out, that is the left-hand side of your desk when you are sitting at your desk. So you can make a grid and put it on your desk. I have bookshelves, like tall shelves on my desk. So I could put this at the very, very top of those bookshelves to have that energy there. I have crystals all over my desk, actually. So think of all the different places where you can put this. Like, I have a little table on the left-hand side of the couch. I sit on the left-hand side of the couch. So I have a little table right there on the left-hand side of the couch. I can put this there. Left-hand side, it's going to bring the energy in. You're going to carry these. You're going to put them in your left-hand pocket, put them in the bra on the left-hand side. You carry your pocketbook on the left-hand side, put them in there. You're going to carry your backpack, put them there. Think left. The next stone is another very widely known stone where I'm at. I'm in Maine. So tourmaline is huge in Maine. It is a very popular stone here in Maine. These are tumbled pink tourmaline. We're getting a lot of tourmaline out of Brazil, Africa, Afghanistan, but Maine tourmaline in this area is very, very, very highly sought after and highly priced. Your cheapest stone here in this group is going to be the rose quartz. You can get these for anywhere from $1 to $3 a piece for the tumbled stones. Your next one is going to be the rhodochrosite. I have it for, I think it's $3. I have seen it as much as like $10 a piece for a tumbled stone. Your pink opal, that is a relatively inexpensive one as well. I sell it for approximately $2. So, think on those terms. The pink tourmaline, the tumbled, I sell it for approximately $2 as well. You will see them for much, much, much higher. I am not trying to upsell you on anything, because there are a ton of crystal stores everywhere around this country and around the world. And we have the internet at our fingertips where we can purchase anything. Please be mindful of what it is that you're ordering. I'm going to do a video on my pet peeves with crystals, with people faking crystals. So please make sure you're getting from somebody that's a stickler like me. I want to feel the energy of the stone I'm getting. I want to make sure it's proper stone. I want to make sure it's I'm getting what I'm paying for because you're getting what you're paying for. You know, that is, I used to own one of the largest metaphysical shops and healing centers on the East Coast in the US. So I know a thing or two about crystals. just say. My business is fully online right now, and I'm good with that. But please make sure you know what you're getting. And you know what? I share some of the pricing because I want you to know you don't have to pay a fortune for these. You know, you can, other than this is by far the most expensive thing here. And then probably next to grid, actually. But if you bought just a couple of stones, you can get just a couple of these, this collection minus this, for under $10. And if you want to carry that in a pouch for under $10, I find that to be very reasonable. Or if you just want to get a $1 stone or a $2 stone, go with what your budget is. But I'm just trying to be upfront and let people know, if you are going to be building a grid, this is what your investment is. You know, if you come across these for $1, can you afford to get 6 of them or 3 of them to create a grid? Maybe this month you can get 6 of these. This month you can get 6 of these. Next month you can get 6 of those. Before I had my shop, like 30 years ago, that is how I used to buy my crystals. If I came across a place that had them really cheap, maybe this one was cheaper than this one, okay, I was going to get a bunch of these, get a handful of these. I do crystal healings as well with my Reiki, so that was why it was important for me to have multiples. I tend to buy things, if I can, in 8s or 10s, because when I'm gridding around somebody's body, I do this around the body as well. That worked for me. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to pink tourmaline. Pink tourmaline supports emotional healing. It helps you to find the strength and feel joy in what it is that you are learning and you are doing. It cleanses and it balances your emotions. And it helps to get rid of stress. It allows you to surrender to love. So, when we're talking about alleviating stress, obviously that's a right-hand side stone. We want to get rid of stress. Yes, we want to bring in love. Whoops. We want to bring in love, but we want to alleviate stress. So, if that's the case, I can carry one on each side. I also tell people it's okay to carry one on each side of rose quartz. We want to bring in love. We want to send out love too. So think of that. This one is inexpensive enough that you can carry one on either side. This, in this case, I have them for $2-ish. It's inexpensive enough that you can bring in love on the left-hand side and send out stress and worry on the right-hand side. So think of things in that fashion as well. So let's add some pink tourmaline to our grid. In no particular order. I'm just placing them where I see fit. You know what? Let's put a little pinkier one there. Okay, now the next one that we are going to is Mangano calcite. This one's a little bit more. I have this for $6 a piece. They're chunkier pieces. They're chunkier tumbles. If you don't have access to tumbled stones, but you have access to these in raw stone form, absolutely use those. There is nothing wrong with using a raw stone, and in some cases I prefer the raw stones. I like that sort of sweet energy in the raw stones. Let me hold this one up. Isn't that pretty? So Mangano calcite helps with that flow of energy from the crown chakra down to the heart chakra. It supports inner peace, and well-being within the body, the heart, the mind, the spirit. It's great for healers to help them connect to their patients. And it's wonderful to have this healing energy to travel to where it is needed within you or within the person that you are working on. So this is another one that I wear in my pocket when I'm doing energy work on somebody. If you put this like in a grid around your room, it brings in this calming, tranquil energy to the space. It is very healing for those that have gone through emotional trauma or breakups. And it helps to have that unconditional divine love energy come in. Now, look at this. We're going to go outside of the grid. View. There. Oh, perfect. You can see that. I can see my camera today. Normally I can't see my camera. So manganocalcite is a left-hand side stone as well. The next stone that we are going to is either called pink moonstone or peach moonstone. It is called both. On my website, it is called pink moonstone. That's why we have it in this bunch. I know it's kind of peachy looking, but like this one's very pinky looking. So, you know, we're chucking it in this mix. So pink moonstone carries a very gentle, sweet, loving energy that supports the heart and also stimulates the mind. It allows you to see the positive in all situations. It helps you to not worry, to de-stress from anxiety. It helps you to celebrate all the positive things, to see the positive things and celebrate the positive things that you have going on in life. It encourages contentment. It heals and soothes the emotional body. So we have the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual levels of the body. Some believe there are 4 levels. I go with the 3. You do what works for you. So this is working on the emotional level of the body. It boosts sexuality and sexual confidence as well. And it can help soothe your dreams. So, you know, for all those reasons, I think this is a really good one to have in this grid. And because of that, I'm adding double. I have the stones. We are adding double of pink moonstone. Pink moonstone, I sell it for approximately $1. Very inexpensive stone, easily accessible. Okay, last but not least of all the stones that we're talking about today are, let me see if I can get these, the pink Botswana. And I'm going to use this one as my example. Pink Botswana. Isn't that pretty? See all the sort of lines? So some call this pink Botswana, some call it pink Botswana agate. Let me grab a couple more here. I'm reaching into my bucket, as you can hear. There we go. Let's pull out a couple. I don't know if I'm going to need a couple more. Well, for now, these are what we have. So there's pink, there's gray, there's browns, there's whites, and you typically see these really cool sort of lines and striations. That's what makes the pink Botswana agate really kind of cool. I sell them for approximately $1. It is the stone that is known to promote emotional stability, inner peace. It can help calm the mind, reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and enhances mental clarity and helps with focus. So we want to bring in clarity. We want to bring in focus. It is very helpful for those that are going through difficult times. It can improve your sense of strength and resilience during those difficult times. It's also the stone that is useful for those that are working with the practice of mindfulness, working with meditation or yoga. It is bringing in clarity and focus to the mind and allowing you to connect with your inner self and find easy, safe, quick solutions to what's going on. It balances the energies of your body, promoting the physical and the emotional well-being. It's very helpful if you have if you have anxiety, because it is bringing in strength, it is bringing in calm. So if you're going through, now I'm not a medical practitioner, please don't take the advice I'm giving with a crystal for swapping out from what your medical doctor is saying. Please don't use crystal in place of meds that may have been prescribed. I am not a medical practitioner. I am sharing what works for me and what has been helpful for me with my many years of love and passion with crystals. So it is helping you to have that cool, calming self-love and self-acceptance around things that are going on around you. So let's place the pink Botswana agate. I do like that one. Right there. So there's our grid. All the pink stones for love. Is there more pink stones I could have used? Of course there are. There's a gazillion more I could have used. These are naturally pink stones. That's the key. I'm using naturally pink stones. I'm not using stones that are dye enhanced. You know, sometimes you go into like touristy stores and they'll have like a huge vat of just brightly colored stones and kids just grab a handful and put them in a bag. 9 times out of 10 those are dyed or dye enhanced. Yeah, just be mindful of that. So these are your pink, your natural pink stones. This is your stone grid of love. So we're going to be bringing love into us. And what I do is I always Reiki all the grids that I create so that when you look at the pictures of them, you're going to be getting that feeling, that energy of love. So I post these on YouTube, of course. I post them on my Facebook business page, Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne, and then I post them on Instagram, Chris-Anne1234. And those are all my business associated pages that you can see these. I also post them on my personal Facebook page and a couple other personal groups that I'm in on Facebook. But when you see the picture of this, I hope you feel this really strong, wonderful, powerful energy of love when you see it. I hope this has been helpful. If you don't have all these stones to recreate this grid, please carry 1, 2, 3, whatever it is that you have on the left-hand side. And we talked about a couple of them that you can use on the right-hand side as well to balance things out. I always say rose quartz is one of the best stones to carry, one on the left, one on the right. Bring your love in and send love out everywhere you go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Take care and be free.